Most men miss flirting not because women are unclear, but because men are loud inside their own heads. They are waiting for dramatic signals, obvious confessions, clear invitations. But attraction doesn't work like that. Women don't flirt the way men do. They don't announce interest. They reveal it quietly, indirectly, through behavior that only a grounded, observant man notices. And here's the brutal truth. If you keep missing these signs, it's not because she's confusing. It's because you're distracted, insecure, or trying too hard to impress instead of paying attention. Flirting is not performance. It's communication without words. And women are masters of it. Let's start with something most men completely misunderstand. When a woman likes you, she does not chase you the way a man chases a woman. She positions herself. She creates access. She makes it easy for you to lead, if you're confident enough to notice. And the first way she does this is through attention that feels intentional, not accidental. When a woman is flirting with you, her attention is selective. She may be in a room full of people, but her awareness keeps returning to you. She remembers small details you mentioned casually, things you don't even remember saying. She brings them up later, not to impress you, but because your words mattered to her. She asks questions that go slightly deeper than necessary, not interview questions, personal ones. Questions that signal curiosity about you, not just the conversation. And here's the key detail men miss. Her attention feels calm, not frantic. She's not interrogating you. She's observing you, watching how you speak, how you react, how you carry yourself. If you notice that a woman consistently gives you her full presence, puts her phone down when you speak, maintains soft but steady eye contact, listens more than she talks, that is flirting, subtle, feminine, intentional. Most men ruin this moment by oversharing, performing, or trying to lock it in too fast. They mistake attention as an invitation to impress. It's not. It's an invitation to stay grounded. The man who stays calm, slow, and centered becomes 10 times more attractive in that moment. The second way women flirt is through emotional mirroring. This one separates emotionally intelligent men from everyone else. When a woman likes you, she starts to match your emotional rhythm. If you speak slowly, she slows down. If you joke lightly, she plays along. If you open up just a little, she opens up just a little more. This is not coincidence. This is subconscious bonding. You'll notice it in her tone first. Her voice becomes warmer when she speaks to you compared to others. There's a softness there, not weakness, comfort. She may tease you gently, not to insult you, but to create a private emotional space between you and her, playful sarcasm, light challenges, little smiles that say, "I see you." Men often misread teasing as disinterest. In reality, indifference has no emotion. Teasing requires investment. A woman does not play with a man she doesn't care about. She plays with the man she feels safe engaging with emotionally. And pay attention to this. When you pull back slightly, when you pause, go quiet, or stop chasing the conversation, does she step in? Does she ask a follow-up question? Does she try to re-engage you? That's flirting. She's testing emotional connection, not begging for attention. The moment you feel like the conversation is balanced instead of one-sided, you're already ahead of most men. The third way women flirt is through physical proximity and body orientation, not overt touch. Hollywood has ruined men's expectations. Real flirting is not exaggerated touching or obvious seduction. It's permission building. When a woman is attracted to you, she reduces distance naturally. She sits closer than necessary. She angles her body toward you even when others are present. Her feet point in your direction. Her shoulders stay open instead of turned away. She may find small reasons to enter your physical space, asking you to look at something on her phone, leaning in to hear you better even when the room isn't loud, brushing past you slowly instead of quickly. These moments are deliberate but deniable. If you respond well, she continues. If you don't, she can retreat without embarrassment. And here's where men usually fail. They either freeze or rush. They either do nothing out of fear or they escalate too aggressively out of excitement. Both kill attraction. The correct response is calm awareness. You don't need to grab her. You don't need to comment on it. You simply stay present, relaxed, and grounded in your body. Your stillness communicates confidence far louder than any move. A woman feels safe flirting physically with a man who is not desperate to take advantage of the moment. That safety is attraction. The fourth way women flirt, and this one is the most powerful, is through creating emotional exclusivity. When a woman is flirting with you, she starts treating you differently than others, even if subtly. She shares things with you she doesn't share with everyone. Small vulnerabilities, opinions she normally keeps guarded, stories from her past that have emotional weight. She may say things like, "I don't usually tell people this," or "I've never said this out loud before." That's not random, that's intimacy. She may also seek your validation, not in an insecure way, but in a selective way. She cares what you think. Your reaction matters to her more than others. She might dress a little differently when she knows she'll see you, not dramatically, just enough to feel noticed by you. And here's a sign men overlook constantly. She defends you when you're not around. She speaks positively about you to others. She mentions you in conversations where you're not present. That means you occupy mental space. Attraction lives in the mind before it lives in behavior. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything comes together. Women flirt in ways that require masculine presence to decode, not masculine aggression, not arrogance, presence. If you are constantly anxious, seeking approval, or trying to be liked, you will miss these signs because you're focused on yourself instead of her. Flirting is not about chasing signals. It's about noticing patterns. One sign alone means nothing. But when attention, emotional mirroring, physical proximity, and emotional exclusivity start overlapping, attraction is already there. She's not waiting for you to impress her. She's waiting to see if you can lead calmly without fear. And the man who recognizes these signs doesn't rush to label the interaction. He doesn't ask, "Do you like me?" He allows space for attraction to grow. He responds, not reacts. He leads without pressure. That's the difference between men women flirt with and men women get bored of. If you've been missing these signs, it's not because women are complicated, it's because attraction speaks softly. And only the man who has mastered his own noise can hear it. And here's something uncomfortable most men don't want to hear. Women often flirt before they consciously admit to themselves that they like you. Attraction shows up in behavior first, logic later. That's why if you wait for verbal clarity, you're already late. By the time a woman clearly says she's interested, she has usually been showing it for weeks, sometimes months, through these quiet signals. This is why emotional intelligence matters more than lines, looks, or money in the early stages. A man who can read the room, feel the shift in energy, and stay composed becomes rare, and rarity is attractive. Notice how when a woman is flirting, she gives you windows, small openings where you can step in and lead. She might pause after saying something personal. She might look at you slightly longer than normal and wait. She might create a moment of silence. That silence is not awkward for her, it's an invitation. She's seeing if you're comfortable holding space instead of filling it with nervous talk. Most men panic in silence. They rush to say something clever. They miss the moment entirely. But the man who stays relaxed, who lets the silence breathe, who responds slowly and deliberately, that man communicates confidence without trying. and confidence is felt, not heard. Another detail men ignore: when a woman is flirting, she becomes more expressive around you. Her facial expressions are richer, her reactions are stronger. She laughs more easily, not because you're suddenly funnier, but because her emotional walls are lower with you. Laughter is not always about humor. Sometimes it's about comfort. Sometimes it's about desire feeling safe enough to surface. And watch how she behaves when other women enter the space. This is subtle but powerful. If she's interested, her energy towards you doesn't disappear, it sharpens. She might speak a little more clearly, touch her hair briefly, straighten her posture, or engage you more directly. Not out of competition, but out of awareness. You matter in that moment. Men who lack awareness think this means jealousy. It's not. It's selective attention. You are the point of reference. Also pay attention to how she responds to your boundaries. A woman who is flirting respects your pace. If you slow things down, she doesn't punish you for it. She stays engaged. She might even increase emotional connection to compensate for physical restraint. That's a strong indicator of genuine attraction rather than attention seeking. A woman who only wants validation disappears when you don't chase. A woman who is flirting stays present. And here's where many men sabotage everything. They start trying to confirm attraction instead of allowing it to unfold. They look for reassurance. They ask indirect questions. They change their behavior to please her. The moment you shift from grounded presence to approval seeking, the dynamic flips. She stops flirting and starts observing from a distance. Flirting thrives in polarity: masculine calm, feminine expression. When you remain steady, she feels free to be expressive. When you become reactive, she becomes cautious. Understand this too. Women flirt differently depending on safety. If she feels emotionally safe with you, her flirting becomes warmer, more consistent, more personal. If she feels uncertain, her flirting may come in waves, on and off, hot and cold. That inconsistency doesn't always mean games. Sometimes it means she's drawn to you but unsure if you're stable enough to handle it. Your job is not to chase the hot moments. Your job is to remain the same man in both moments. That consistency is what turns flirting into attachment. And notice how she reacts to your success or confidence. When a woman is flirting, she doesn't compete with you. She supports you. She asks about your goals. She listens when you talk about your ambitions. She remembers them. Attraction doesn't feel threatened by masculine direction. It leans into it. If you downplay yourself, she doesn't feel more comfortable. She feels confused. Confidence doesn't intimidate a woman who is already interested. It reassures her. One more subtle sign most men miss: when a woman is flirting, she allows you to influence her mood. If you're calm, she calms down. If you're playful, she lightens up. If you're serious, she becomes attentive. Emotional influence is intimacy, and intimacy begins long before touch. This is why the strongest flirting doesn't look dramatic. It looks natural, easy, almost invisible to outsiders. But inside that interaction, something is happening. A rhythm is forming, a quiet pull. And the man who understands this doesn't label it. He doesn't rush to define it. He simply stays present, leads gently, and lets attraction reveal itself layer by layer. Because the truth is, women don't flirt to entertain you. They flirt to evaluate you. They are watching how you handle subtlety, how you respond without certainty, how you lead without permission, how you stay grounded when attention is given and when it's pulled away. Flirting is the test before trust, and most men fail not because they're unattractive, but because they're unstable in their energy. A woman doesn't need you to decode every signal perfectly. She needs you to be consistent, calm when she opens up, respectful when she gets closer, unshaken when things slow down. The man who can hold that frame becomes the man she feels safe investing in emotionally. If you miss these signs, you'll keep calling women confusing. But when you understand them, you realize something powerful. Attraction has been speaking to you the whole time, quietly, clearly, honestly. So stop waiting for obvious moves. Stop demanding clarity before you've earned it. Pay attention to behavior, not words. Stay present instead of performing. Lead without pressure. Respond without fear. Because when a woman is flirting with you, she's already inviting you into her world. The only question left is whether you're centered enough to step in or insecure enough to walk right past it.